Hi everyone, Shabbat Shalom, here live in Bet Shemesh in Israel. I'm going to continue the series of this awesome Daf Yomi. We are discussing today page number 90 of Masechet Gittin. Naturally in Hebrew it is Daf Hatzadi, and it's the last stuff actually in Masechet Gittin, so we're in a completion today. And in fact, I'm going to do the Grand Siyum towards next week at one stage, towards the start of next week, so something very much to look forward to. But however, it's a phenomenal page today because it's completing. We've completed 3 months of Masechet Gittin over here, and it's Simcha. It's a fantastic Simcha, and we're getting ready for Masechet Kedushin, and we're ending something that we've been speaking about over the last half a year, even plus, since Masechet Sotah, pretty much. We've dealt with Masechet Nazir recently, so we're continuing this conglomeration of these different Masechets, and it's talking about 3 different opinions of 3 different Rabbanim within regards to what is going to be a good enough, sufficient reason for a husband to grant to divorce his wife. There's 3 different ways where he can do it. Some seemingly might seem very, very unfair. Some might seem not so. So actually, Bet Shammai is going to say that if the husband is going to have some sort of proof that there was some promiscuity within regards to that his missus had done, whatever it might be, that automatically is going to be grounds for divorce at that stage in time. Quoting from a specific pasuk within regards to that. Also, Bet Hillel is going to give an opinion, and Rabbi Akiva also is going to give opinions, which I'm not going to delve into, but I recommend you to look into Daf within regards to that. But it's continuing about Masechet Sotah. We spoke all about in Masechet Sotah. With regards to Sotah, you know, a Sotah is a woman is not allowed to be secluded with another man. That's what we said before, in a private place. And if she was warned, we related over, and she was warned already and would still seclude herself after warning, she would be liable to drink this specific potion of water and to prove her innocence. If she would have been guilty, we learned already, she would suffer death in the most gruesome fashion. If she was innocent, she would get the blessing potentially of having a child, getting pregnant, and which is very interesting, which we learned in Masechet Sotah. But according to Bet Shammai, grounds for separation with someone's wife would be promiscuity, and it just shows how bad it is that, you know, a woman who's married, obviously, and everything else. Unfortunately, we see, especially modern day, flirting with other people, how bad, you know, these things actually can be. You know, how it's not allowed to be like that. How one should relate with other people other than their partner. Obviously, one's got to have discretion and everything else, but one has got to be very careful. There's got to be tzniut. There's got to be a lot of modesty that is taking place. There's a vital ingredient within regards to healthy marriages and healthy relationships. It's tzniut is the centrality of everything inside the Torah and everything else. And in today's daf, it's very much promoting this over here, and we see how important it is within regards to tzniut, within regards to the way someone speaks to someone else, the way someone relates to other people. You know, how much conversation shall someone have with someone else? Should someone work in an office where it's going to be an atmosphere where people are going to be flirting and joking together and stuff like that? If one is working and stuff like that, there's got to be discretion and relationship within regards to the form of discretion. But if it is going to be where it's joking and flirting and everything else, obviously that's totally not allowed, and one should not seclude themselves with someone else. One should not ideally go inside the car with another man, especially if she is married, to offer lifts and stuff. That one's got to be careful with all these things, because one thing can lead always to something else within regards to it. And even the people that say, oh, it's not going to affect me and stuff like that, how crazy is this, how crazy is that? One is put in the position, and the Torah says one should not seclude themselves with someone else. They've got to treat that very seriously. And we see, unfortunately, many great scholars of all the different religions and stuff like that who think they're above the law and everything else. Once they're put in a seclusion with another woman, even if they think they're righteous and they're not going to be affected, unfortunately, we've seen throughout Jewish history, even in modern history, many people that did fall and stuff like that. So tzniut is very important. Promiscuity, no. a woman should stay clear of it. Tzniut is very, very essential, and that's a message in today's daf. And in the whole of these last tractates, one's got to be tzniut. Everyone has got to be. That's the way forward, but obviously in a very discretion way and everything else. And one person that says they're modest, they say that they've got to hide themselves from the world. Not at all. One that's very modest can still have prominent roles, very prominent roles, and everything else, can contribute so much and can be very talkative still and everything else. But it's got to be done the right way. So guys, Shabbat Shalom. This is the end of Masechet Gittin. I'm going to do the Siyum in a few days and get ready for Masechet Kiddushin and everything else. I very much recommend everyone to buy the Koren Gemara, Rav Adnan Steinsaltz. I've been using a lot of his insights also in this Masechet. So have an amazing Shabbat, guys.